The Batman stars Robert Pattinson as the crime-fighting vigilante, and this plot takes place with him being in his second year as the Batman in Gotham City, and finds himself in uncovering corruption in Gotham while pursuing the Riddler and his scheme to kill those who are corrupt, but also a bigger plan behind the scenes. This is my personal favorite movie, Batman movie, next to 1989 and The Dark Knight Rises. Yes, I said The Dark Knight Rises. Paul Dano is the standout in this movie. I will say that right off the bat. This man is fucking amazing. Perfect casting for him as the Riddler in this movie. Lenny Kravitz's daughter Zoe Kravitz as Selena Kyle. She also is good in this movie. Robert Pattinson is underrated. He is criminally underrated as Batman. Anything he does. But I do love the fact that his Bruce Wayne was not Bruce Wayne just yet. This was more Batman's story, henceforth for the title. But I like the fact Batman was the main character of this first movie, which I know probably a lot of people did not really like. I have, because he still has to work on his aspect of what a Bruce Wayne, or his version of Bruce Wayne, will be, because he hasn't figured it out yet. Technically, he's still working on that, which is something I kind of paid attention to throughout the movie as well. Paul Dano's Riddler, let me just take him in and say, Paul Dano, you are the fucking man. Okay, when I heard your name, I'm like, that name sounds familiar. And then when I saw you, and then I'm like, oh, that's gonna be good. And suffice it to say, I was not wrong, and I'm glad I was not wrong on that one, because I need more of that. Speaking of more, I need more Colin Farrell as the Penguin Police, because that, oh my god, that was amazing. He was just basically a mop boss with like an Italian accent. Technically, it's, since Colin Farrell is technically Italian, it's kind of hilarious, especially when he's walking like a penguin for like 10 seconds. I'm like, I needed that. Action in this movie, when there is action, because this movie is really story based, okay, heavily story based, which I don't mind. The action can come and go when it needs to, but the action needs to make more sense in the sense, and it does in this movie. John Turturro also doesn't get enough credit as Carmine Falcone or Falcone. He said, she said, tomato. I don't know how you want to say his name. I'm calling it Falcone because it's been Falcone since Batman the Animated Series. It was Falcone in Batman Begins. So, but he's awesome. He's also awesome here. Cinematography is shot great. Direction is awesome. Matt Reeves, hats off to you. Not only did you bring me Cloverfield in 2008, you brought me Batman, you brought me the Apes trilogy. Oh my god, the Apes trilogy. Now I can't wait to see what you do with this Batman trilogy. And what was it called? It's a spinoff on HBO Max. I'm not sure if it's called a GCPD or some shit like that. It's supposed to take place with the GCPD or something like that. I'm not sure. Or Arkham Asylum. I have yet to figure this out, but I need to take a minute and do a little rant. Because if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'm not going to spoil it, but there is another villain in this movie. And I'm tired of seeing this villain. Give me somebody else. Give me a real adaptation of Two-Face. I want to know a full tragic story on Two-Face in this timeline. Oh my god, that would be dark. That would be about as dark as Mr. Freeze's storyline in this timeline. I want one of those two. Two-Face mainly because Two-Face is my favorite villain of Batman's, next to Mr. Freeze, because they both got two of the best stories that you can relate to. One is literally battling a battle with himself, and the other one's literally battling a battle to save his wife. How can you hate that though? One is two minds. One is a man with a heart made of ice, but also a heart made of gold, because he's doing it all out of love. even though it's wrong, you know. But that's what I want to see. Hopefully in the next one, he figures out how to make the glider into his suit. The wingsuit wasn't a bad touch. It was new. It was different. The cape as a literal glider in the Dark Knight trilogy and in the 1989 movie. But I like that version better than the wingsuit, to be honest with you. I just like it when he just opens his cape and he's able to just glide around the city, you know, when he doesn't need his jet, or if he doesn't have his jet. So yeah, all in all, I'm giving the Batman an A-. Let me know what you guys think about the Batman down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And I will catch you guys in the next one.